one of the evidences of God's existence, is the evidence of perfection. Everything in existence, from the smallest quarks, the tiniest particles observed, to the largest celestial bodies, carries a degree of functional complexity. Functional complexity means performing a specialized function and having a specific purpose, carrying a degree of perfection. This perfection, this functional complexity, is an additional level beyond mere existence. Existence is a level. Functional complexity, perfection, is an additional level beyond mere existence. If you look around, everything is designed in a specific way to perform a particular function. If you look deep into the atom, you will find that the quark, the smallest particle ever observed, is designed in a certain way to perform a specific task. The atom, photon, physical laws, and energy, everything has a function and performs a task. Even radioactive elements play a vital role in differentiating the Earth's layers. Also, the bonds between atoms, the ionic and covalent bonds that occur between atoms to form molecules, and how the atom accepts one bond and rejects another. For example, the sodium atom accepts a bond with the chlorine atom to form the food salt, while the atoms that make up ceramic refuse to bond with the atoms in your skin cells. These fascinating scenarios of bonding and rejection lead to all the amazing forms and variations around us. Everything around you carries functional complexity. Everything around you is designed for a specific purpose. This complexity, perfection, and design are proof of creation and creativity. Therefore, the famous atheist and quantum mechanics professor at Oxford University, David Deutsch, mocks the state of atheists, saying, "If someone claims not to be surprised by the perfection and accuracy in this universe and its laws, he is simply burying his head in the sand. The surprises are numerous and unexpected. The perfection in the universe surprises scientists, and there are many verses in the Quran that speak about the evidence of perfection. There are many verses that affirm this lofty rational proof, the proof of perfection. Unfortunately, this perfection does not impress many atheists who are ready with sophistry even before contemplating the proof that this perfection carries. Therefore, David Deutsch accurately described them when he said, "They are burying their heads in the sand." I encourage you to contemplate the perfection in the orchid flower, which mimics the exact shape of the female bee, attracting the male bee to pollinate it, thus causing the pollen grains to stick to its head, and it performs the same process on another orchid, ensuring the perfect pollination of the orchid flower unknowingly. Moreover, the orchid flower secretes the same scent as the female bee's pheromone, not just its shape. Contemplate this amazing flower, the orchid, and remember that it is a being that does not comprehend its matter nor planet. With this miraculous pollination feature of the orchid, it lives in perfect ecological balance with other organisms, not overwhelming other plants. Thus, glorified be the Creator, who has placed this wondrous design in everything. Even Charles Darwin himself admitted a year before his death that what the orchid flower does baffles him. Yes, it baffles his agnosticism and disbelief. But some contemporary atheists, unfortunately, are not baffled or affected by these matters and proofs, as they live in a state of sophistry. So marvelous are the proofs of perfection if they pondered them. Whoever looks at the proofs of perfection with a genuine quest for truth will believe in the Creator, the Designer, the all-knowing, the wise, and the powerful. If you want to observe one of the aspects of divine perfection for yourself, go to a medical laboratory and look at the standards of hormone regulation in our bodies. Take, for example, the growth hormone. Its concentration in the blood is 5 nanograms. A simple mathematical equation shows that 1 gram of this hormone is divided among 3,000 people, illustrating the amazing perfection. If this hormone's ratio increases by parts per 100 million of a gram, it could lead to gigantism. If it decreases by parts per 100 million of a gram, it could lead to dwarfism. Complete changes in skeletal structure, gigantism or dwarfism, due to an increase or decrease by this simple and astonishing amount of growth hormone. Now, consider the adrenaline hormone, that astonishing hormone whose effects you feel at the moment of fear or danger, speeding up your heartbeat, pumping blood to your muscles, and increasing your alertness. If you examine it, you'll find it regulated with incredible perfection in your blood. Using a simple mathematical equation, The amount equivalent to 1 teaspoon is distributed among thousands of people. Imagine the perfection that 1 teaspoon can be distributed among tens of thousands of people. Perfection and design of the most amazing kind. Source: Pser. Author: Dr. Haytham Talat.